I'm Bruce Cook, and I have the honor of introducing this year's recipient of the Tim Burke Executive of the Year Award for Pioneer and Trailblazing Spirit, and most importantly, one who unconditionally gives back to our industry. With a passion for solving challenging problems through innovation, Steve is truly a pioneer in our industry. Please join me in congratulating him.
This award really means a lot to me, so I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to know Tim Burke personally, but I certainly know of his legacy, and it means a lot to me to have an award with his name. It's great to be here at another LeadsCon. Great seeing all of you. I went to the very first LeadsCon back in 2008 when Jay Weintraub gathered a few hundred of us together at the Palms Hotel. And I haven't missed a single LeadsCon since. I love coming to this event. It was a little challenging coming to this event, I must say, because it's during my kids' spring break. So I have to shout out to my wife Sarah and kids, Ben and Julia, for supporting me and coming to this event as they always do. This is a really great opportunity to catch up with old industry friends like Bruce. And there's always an interesting cast of characters at LeadsCon. So it never disappoints in that regard. I'm incredibly grateful to all the people who've supported me over the years, allowing me to live my dream of being an entrepreneur. Many of you are in this room today, so I want to take this opportunity to thank you. It really means a lot to me, your support over the years. I'm also very proud that I've played a small role in helping shape this industry. Back in 2010, when we first launched Trusted Form and introduced this idea of independent lead certification, I got a lot of resistance from lead generators. I literally had someone tell me that this technology was going to destroy the entire industry. Fortunately, it looks like that didn't happen. At the time, I told my team that no one was going to trust adding our script to their site unless they first trust us. So we've always been very transparent about how we operate in order to gain your trust. One of our core company values at ActiveProspect is transparency drives trust. And I'm really proud that today this idea of independent lead certification is now a standard in our industry. And so I thank you guys for your trust. We work in an industry that directly impacts the daily lives of basically every adult in this country. How companies contact consumers about their goods and services has become a pretty controversial topic. When done well, we serve a really critical role in matching consumers with the services they need and save them time in the process. When done poorly, both the consumer and the marketer has wasted time, and time is our most precious resource. I love the framework that Tim Burke spoke about with givers and takers. And while he was talking about that, he was talking about it on an individual level. But I'd like us to consider that on a collective level and consider our industry's relationship with the consumer. Those leads we process are people. How is our relationship with them? Do we give more or do we take more? And how do we give more to the consumer? What consumers want is more control. Control over who gets their data, who contacts them, and when they get contacted. We should all be working towards that goal of giving them that control. That's what consent-based marketing is all about. And I challenge everyone here to consider how we can adopt new practices to give the consumer the control that they desire. We also recently heard from both the FCC and the FTC that change is needed, and we're listening to their concerns and engaging with them. This industry has some of the most creative people that I've ever met. And I think we really need to direct that creativity to serving this objective. Fortunately today we have events like this at LeadsCon, and we have trade groups like PACE and Consumer Consent Council to provide a forum to collaborate on these challenges. Folks like Rob Seeger, Executive Director of PACE, Rob Rokoff, Michelle Schuster, have been working hard to promote standards in an SRO. And now, as of yesterday, the Consumer Consent Council has a new chairman, Mr. Greg Bragg, and I welcome his leadership. We have a lot of great people in this industry who really care about protecting the consumer and giving them more, and we all need to work together and collaborate to address the challenges that we face. This is a really young industry. It's only about 25 years old, and while I've been here, it's changed tremendously. It's going to continue to change. Quite frankly, it has to change. So I really look forward to continuing to work with all of you to help drive that change. It's going to be a group effort. So thank you.